Got some surf yesterday. I decided to vlog a little bit about it. Why? If you're in India, you should start surfing. And if you do learn to surf and you travel somewhere else, a reminder about the rules of the road in surfing. This is the frustrating thing about where I live. We are on the Gulf Coast, so it's not like this is a surfer's paradise. We're starved for surf, and we finally get a tropical storm. And we've had a couple of these happen now in the last couple of years since I got back from India, where they just fly across the Gulf. They move faster than the waves that they produce. We've got this storm with all this east wave in it. And so the only place that works on a good east, St. Andrews State Park, which is state property, which means they typically close down if the winds get more than 7 miles per hour because, you know, it's so dangerous. You think after like 40 years of dealing with hurricanes, they'd be like, you know what, it ain't a big deal. Let the surfers surf, you know? Close down everything. We don't need any of your facility. Let us get in there. So now what I'm gonna have to do, I know I'm gonna pull up to that thing. They're gonna have it closed today. And so now I'm gonna have to walk a mile. These are the trials and tribulations of a surfer in Panama City Beach, Florida. Love it or hate it, I just got to deal with it, but come on! Can we not get a hurricane that doesn't hurt people, that gives us some waves for a week? We had some of those when I was in high school. Ah, why? Jim Cantori, why? To my Indian audience who's not really interested in surfing, I just have to say to you, get interested in surfing. It is the best sport ever invented. I am biased, but it is the best sport ever invented. You gotta try it. You got so much coastline there in India. A surfer from here did a story about surfing in India, Warren Smith. When I asked him a few years back where his favorite place that he went on a surf trip was, he said India. This is him at Lighthouse off Kovalam Beach in Kerala. Go surf it. It's awesome. You're missing out. Moment of truth. Please, please, please don't close it. Guys, it's less than 20-mile-an-hour winds. Please, please, please. For the love of Kelly Slater, let this be open. Please. Oh man, it's open! Ah! Thank you. Thank you, Jim Cantori. I take it all back, Florida State Parks. I take it all back. Thank you, thank you. Please, waves, please cooperate. Okay, here's the rule. When you drive through St. Andrews State Park on a surf day, you have to keep your eyes out. If you see, I'm not really sure, we haven't figured out the alchemy yet, but there's a certain number of deer you need to see, depending on the way the moon and the stars are aligned, in order for the waves to be good. So, you need to at least see one. And wouldn't you know it, there were no deer in St. Andrews State Park on the way to check the surf. But there was this. Basically every Florida surfer except Kelly Slater and the Lopez brothers was apparently in St. Andrews State Park. So I take it back again, double retraction. Florida State Parks close every time the surf is up from now on. Us locals will do a workaround. We'll take boats and we'll surf it. There were so many people surfing. It was one of the most packed lineups I have seen ever anywhere. Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, trestles. There were more people in the water yesterday than trestles. And now I know why localism exists. Talked to a couple of tourists yesterday as they were coming through, and they were saying, man, people are so mean to me. It's like, yeah, because you dropped it on somebody. You dropped it on a local. I just can't imagine if I were in Puerto Rico, dropped in on a local, and then was like, I don't know why people are mad at me. Oh, the guy shanked me when I got out of the water. Have you ever traveled anywhere? One other point of order. People who aren't good, like me, after all these years. I'm getting better front side. My style of wave, rights. But when I'm going backside to the left, man, my form is bad. It's out of shape. So I know my place in the pecking order, even if I have position, and I see a dude that's better than me, and he's probably going to make better with the wave, I'm just going to defer to him. Like when I surfed at Steamer Lane and I blew a takeoff, I called a wave, I blew the takeoff, I paddle back out, the local dude says to me, all right, you blew that wave, like I got priority now. Whatever happens, I don't care if you get, I'm dropping in on you because you blew that wave. That was a good wave. That's just common courtesy to the local. They actually get a swell and they have some kook come in and drop in on them and take their wave. Like that's really frustrating. I don't care where you are in the world, that's just frustrating. Florida State Parks just close St. Andrews State Park every time. I take back everything I said. No, the deer superstition was true. I didn't see any deer, and it pretty much sucked. So beggars can't be choosers, but yeah, no, I felt pretty annoyed. We sat out on the main peak next to the rocks for 45 minutes, and one wave came through. All that fighting for priority, all that battling the current for one wave. Unhappy day. I mean, even when the surf is not that great, it has some good camaraderie moments. We got deluged on at one point, just horizontal rain, could barely see. It's like pinpricks all over you, like ah. And then we had this one freak set come in where it was actually white watering up towards us. And then all of a sudden, right in front of all that white water, it's like a fish feeding frenzy. Fish jumping out of the water. I think they were needlefish. I really didn't get a good look. They were. I should have gotten a good look. They're right in front of my face. Somehow I avoided contact. Brian Muth got hit in the chest, I think. I think Joey Knight got hit in the face. How was your Tropical Storm Gordon experience? Let me know in the comments. So I wanted to actually get some footage. Wind, water was not great for the drone, and my legs are shot right now. I just didn't feel like I'd be able to do the swim, and I didn't want to risk my DSLR with all the moisture, so I just didn't get any actual footage. So if you got some footage or know anybody who does, please upload it. I saw so many people out there with GoPros, so if you've got some footage, I know Cam's got some footage. I'm pretty sure Joey Knight might have some footage. So if you got some footage, let me know where I can find it, and I can refer people to that. Anybody who clicked on this like, I want to see some Tropical Storm Gordon footage, and it's just this annoying guy talking, well, then I can refer them to somewhere. I know John Gilmore got some footage, but you know he's busy. He's got stuff to do. He wanted to surf some too, so we'll probably get to see that footage at some point. I will be back on YouTube in 2019. There's going to be some intermittent music stuff you'll be seeing. I've got a mini documentary I made about Anthony Peebles, the guy I've been playing violin with in his band. He does folk music. He does everything. He is the man. He just did a opening for Casey and the Sunshine Band in Montgomery, so I got to tag along and film some of that. So I made like a little mini documentary. I'm going to upload it sometime soon, so keep your eyes out for that. All right, until next time, keep it constructive, keep it cross-cultural, and keep it creative. I'm going to be shifting up my phrase. It's happening. I'll be back. A lot of you have been asking, my old Indian viewers. Thanks for your patience. Stuff's coming, slowly but surely, making some headway. Godspeed.